Hello. Hello, hello. You gonna come up, Selby? I have a kitten who is looking like she wants to come and say hi. Yeah. We have a Shelby. Hello, Jello. Hello, Ricardo. How are you guys doing today? Oh, and she's gone. And she's gone. We had a brief Shelby appearance. Oh. Yesterday, got home from visiting family. Hell yeah. Spent the day replaying the Dark Heresy Alpha with worse choices. Even better. Alright, so that's where we... Yeah, so yesterday we did 2 fights, I think. And they took 1,000 fucking years. Also, apparently I just realized that like half of my people have fucking injuries.
It will claim me one day.
What are we up to? So yesterday we cleared out the sewers. We cleared out the remaining fights on the east side. And I think we did 1 fight over here. Well, hi. Yeah, I don't know where we're I don't know where we're headed after this, but yeah, that's what we've done so far. All right, so oh hey, cutscene. Sovereign is the governor? No, not yet. Some 10 people, children among them, are huddled together in fear. You see that half of them have black holes where their eyes used to be. Some maintain a gloomy silence. Others are wailing. Several armed insurgents are carefully watching over the terrified hostages, snapping every now and then at someone for shaking too much or crying too loudly. Come to your senses, Errol. Look at what you're doing to your own family. A woman of about 60, gray-haired but still strong, is kneeling before a stocky man with a thick, pure white beard, stretching her arms toward him. Take pity on us. Let us go. Stop talking and embrace redemption. Our children have gained true sight while you still believe the lie. Upon seeing you, the man points his weapon at you. The other insurgents do the same. Who are you and why are you here? I'm the chief. My former name, Errol, is meaningless now. I am a father leading his family to deliverance from woes, to salvation. Aurora has opened my eyes to the truth, and my children will see it. Spare us, spare your children. His mind and soul are pierced by shards of a colorful deception. Hues once twisted by despair, and the Immaterium's influence can never be the same again. Layperson, cognition is not your primary function. You are saving your kid by holding them at gunpoint, and believe that burning their eyes will grant them sight. It is evident that the author of the demagogic... I've heard this word spoken. I don't think I've ever seen it written, which is odd, because usually it's the other way around for odd words. It is evident that the author of your demagogic teaching that confused you meant to make a mockery of your deplorable intellect. Cast your own children into the thrall of heresy to drown your progeny in this filth with your own hands. He's fucking pissed. I remember when the vizier used to sew our eyes shut so that his young spinners would see the truth. Cabella's voice sounds hollow, but there are glowing embers of fury in her eyes. Our ritual was one of servants to him. It tempered and prepared us for duty. What you are working here is despicable heresy, a blasphemous mockery of our sacred disciplines. All my own iconoclast experience. But all I wanted was to save. The The man drops his weapon and covers his face with his hands in desperation. You hear several short sobs. Logic 100%. Yeah, I am very I have a logical person in the party, I'm sure. There's no washing the blood from your hands, but you could at least let us go, Harold. The ones you haven't mutilated yet. The old man gestures to the other insurgents, who lower their weapons. Then he shifts his gaze to you, trying to hold back tears. What happens to us now? I want the Iconoclast XP, but there's no way... But I want the XP! Yeah, we gotta kill him. I love how he just, like, folded in half. If you let him go, he can join you in a fight later to help the citizens. Well, too late now. The old man's body falls to the ground. As soon as the hostages see it, they start moving faster and soon disappear around the bend. But this way I can loot him. In the final stretch, it could be him or Pilot Rickwell that shows up to help. Ah. Bolt pistol. Chainmail. 2 frag grenades. Join up at your hive's nearest Astra Militarum mobile conscription center. I don't like that they call it a hive. Started a fight there and looted them all. I kind of figured that there was a possibility of a fight there, yeah. Now what? Jesus. The cover was haphazardly assembled from whatever the rebels could find. I mean, like, it makes sense. Like, there's, you know, fucking chest-high walls all over the place. This is, like, basic fucking, this is a fight area. If you go back to the shuttle after blowing up the big cannon, you can fly directly to the bunker and skip the zone, and then walk back in from the other side. Interesting. But then I would miss out on all the loot at first.
Know your duty.
Yes. Is there really nothing over here? This just exists for no reason? Really? This really exists for no reason. Okay. Well, what do we got? The goods of this stall are in stark contrast to the rest of the nearby shops. The jars are labeled all-purpose synth powder. Fills you up no matter what. Made in Necromunda's best factories. Copy of assets from the last map. Mostly, yeah. Surprised there's not more combat in here, honestly. I figured there'd be at least one more fight. Alright, so we got command center there.
We are bound by the blood of martyrs.
It's kind of a big empty space. Ah. Oh, so that there. Okay, so I had already fucking found everything. Got it. Understood. Understood. All right, command center. To the command center we go. We did it. The formidable shells for large caliber weapons are being stored right in the command center. And right at the entrance? I mean, I guess it's not like anybody's just gonna run in and steal these. But what the fuck?
Forge my destiny among the stars.
What are all these enforcers and soldiers doing in this shelter? Why are they not on the streets fighting back against the enemies of humanity?
These heavy chains are used to adjust the height of the command platform.
Because the governor does not wish to be without his personal guard, even behind the meter-thick walls of his bunker. Typical.
I click the button. The cogitator looks a lot older and more worn than the ones next to it. However, it has evidently been well cared for. Numerous parts have been replaced. Not a single key is jammed, and fresh seals with prayers to the Omnissiah adorn its surface. One of the side panels has been removed. Boundless bundles of gold-notched cables run from inside to a small data crypt that was connected only a short while ago. Waiting access code. Ready to reveal its secrets. Upon Logis Abel's Logis? Abel's orders, the archives of every augur station on Rykad Minoris and the two primary satellites of Rykad Star have been queried. Said satellites are named Magos Maruf and Zephyra the Keen, after two great champions of the faith, whose external cogitators were placed inside the satellite's cores after their shells perished. Is the title of the Adeptus Mechanicus? Yeah, I figured it was a title. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. The purpose. The purpose of the sacred computation requested by the Logos is to uncover the external influence behind the ongoing insurgency. Okay. Computation result positive. Multiple instances of interference and malfunction detected, suggesting that the ships moving across the system deliberately blinded the sacred augur's eyes. The first of these ships is thought to have arrived on Rykad Minoris cycles ago, early in the winter. The most recent one arrived a month ago. Logos Abel's conclusion: the insurrection on the planet has been long in the making, with the participation of external actors. It is alleged that 2 cycles ago, Aurora arrived in the Rykad system, the rumored unholy prophet of the insurgents. The subsequent ship movements can be attributed to weapon deliveries. But what is the nature of their activity near Rykadiphilia? Governor Medina's attention must be drawn to blah, 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 blah. How much is a cycle a day? I would assume, I have no fucking clue. Could be a day, could be a year. Like, I have no idea. A month? And in a nondescript amount of time. Recent observations. The satellite Magos Maruf reports that a ship has translated into the system. Its signature is consistent with records of the flagship of a rogue trader dynasty, House Ondalencius. Yep. The satellite Zephyra the Keen reports that a ship drifting nearby has hurriedly sped away. The ship has sent an encrypted Vox transmission to the insurgent-controlled areas of the surface of Rykad Minoris. Another transmission was directed to planetoid Rykadiphilia. Both transmissions were signed Brother Twilight. Their contents could not be decrypted. To be investigated. Contains planetside coordinates marked as heavy augur station jamming, possibly a hidden insurgent base? Question mark. Hooray, that did nothing. The heavy hum of this massive cogitator runs down the metal walls of the bunker, filling the entire command center. Lore? I don't care about lore. I say as I piss off literally every Warhammer fan. You have a name. The painfully thin tech priest turns sharply towards you. The sudden movement makes his chromed augmetrics briefly clang. His gray eyes, set under furrowed brows, almost blend into the pale skin of his face, and he levels you with a heavy, dour stare. Identification. Unit Logis Quartz Crame. Official trade representative of the Explorator Cognizance Fleet. Just played a lot of this game. Could be any of those. So yeah. The unit subs. Oh my god. The unit. The words. Cycle is probably months. Maybe. The unit supervises supply routes in the Rykad system, ensures the security of the combat arsenal, performs commercial transactions, and secures mutually beneficial contracts. When the tech priest notices Pascal, his eyes widen. His Vox unit immediately lets out a string of screeching Binaric, a tortuously long tirade in which the volume rises and falls seemingly at random. When it is finally over, the omniscience servant bows his head in deference. Unit Corps Kraber requests permission to transfer information. The rogue trader possesses a supreme degree of power. The potential to influence the current leadership. The ability to restore order in the Rykad system. First, profit factor is a measure of your status, wealth, and power as a rogue trader. Its value is determined by your trade connections, income in your holdings, and treasury reserves. The value of your profit factor is displayed on the reputation tab in the character menu. While traveling, your character will use profit factor for buying items and completing colonial projects. Profit factor is not spent on purchases and transactions. Instead, its level determines your ability to conclude trade transactions. Can grow or diminish. Its growth is primarily influenced by major trade deals and is decreased by investments in colonial projects. Weapons and other items can be found at vendors of various factions throughout the Coronis Expanse. To trade with them, profit factor and reputation are required. They are not spent on purchases, but their level, one or both at once, affect the range of goods available to you. Reputation is measured with the rogue trader's relationship with the different factions of the Coronis Expanse. The higher the reputation with a faction, the wider the range of goods available for representative. To increase your to complete their orders and transfer value. Okay. Gotcha. Sell everything. That's basically what I'm doing. No. Boo. Like the shit armored weapons, you could right click and mark it as always cargo, so whenever you pick one up, it goes straight into the trash. Oh, really? I kind of want to keep this. It doesn't seem to be doing anything when I do that. Wait, what? How does this work? Oh, okay. Got it. Different vendors will accept different. Okay. So I want to sell holy gifts and heretic trophies to this guy then, huh? So if I do this. Okay. Okay, I was wondering about this. But the price is standardized, so you won't get more for giving it to one than the other. Oh, so these are going to be the same no matter where I go then? Gotcha. Okay. I want this med kit though. Weapons, both types are 100, armor is 150, etc. Yeah. What does this do? Oh. Oh, siphon. Allows the wearer to fire a toxic needle once per combat. Okay, so what does a toxic needle do? I wish it told me what the fucking save was. Man. Short range attack does some damage and poisons. Doesn't get a good exploit. Yeah. Like the main thing is just like I wish I could see what the fuck. What is this? Uses running gun. They gain plus 0. Good job. Okay, what does this do? Ignores the first critical hit damage in combat. Base armor property plus percent dodge to the warrior's willpower is more than 40. So this is something that I want to put on Paleface over here. I mean, there's no reason not to get these, right? He goes on Adira. Cassie doesn't have a psi rating. Wait, what? Wait, so only unsanctioned psychers have a psi rating? That's wild. She's a navigator, not a psyker. Shield's equipped. Yeah, I know. I know how a shield works. So this would be really good on Terry. So I need another 1,500. Cost? All right, cool. Interesting. Okay. And I can get 2 more. Okay. +5 to hit chance, +3 to crit. You just don't have one. You also don't have one. Yeah, that's pretty good for her. It's 5% armor. Okay, so do I want that on her or on him? I think it's on him, right? Could definitely use that on him as well. What the hell is this bolt pistol? Three and 6 versus 6 and 4. I think this is probably better than this. Oh, shit, wait. If we're doing this, then I want to have a two-handed weapon on, right? Do more damage, but have low ammo capacity? That's fair. I think it's still probably better. All right, you. Let's take a look at Officer's Chainsword. Noble Sword, Disturbed Effect. Target of the attack is already suffering from the Disturbed Effect. Attack deals an additional 6 damage. So this is also an Adira thing. Is it specifically a psi rating bonus? That's for your next Psyker who is a warrior class? Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I was gonna be like, that seems really shitty. Not gonna lie. Oh, yeah. Less damage, less dodge reduction, higher hit chance, less range, less ammo. This is just worse all around. It's just worse all around. Do I have anybody that could use a plasma pistol? Probably this guy, yeah. I was about to say probably this guy. I don't think I've actually looked at his fucking armor. Pascal is the best plasma gun user in the game since he's designed around them, and a lot of them are designed around him. Yeah, I'm just like, do I want to get rid of his melee weapon to give him a second ranged? Or do I keep the melee weapon? And I feel like I probably keep the melee weapon. He can't? Oh, really? He has to have a two-handed melee in that slot. Oh, shit. Okay, I did not know that. And a two-handed range in the other. Oh, okay, so he can't even use... Wait. No, he can swap that to a... Okay, so that is true, but you can swap... Okay, so could it be a one-handed weapon? Yes. Okay. Okay, yeah. I just wanted to double check. I was like, that seems very odd. You should probably have this equipped because you are like the person that I'm using my med kits on. What is this? Oh, where it deals 5% damage. Plus 3 bonus to attack use. I mean, I feel like let's just put those on him to get him back rounded to a normal. Also, 90, I think, is now my highest stat, period. Oh, nope, I got a 95 awareness. Never mind. Never mind, I got a 95 awareness. Who does not have a cloak? Oh, Argenta doesn't have one. And Kadira doesn't have one. Or Cabela. Do you care about Fellowship? No. Do you have Endure? No. You also don't care about Fellowship. But fuck it, I guess. Do I replace this with the shield? Is another 20% damage negation chance on top of all his other chances. Yeah, like, the problem is I don't really have another good person to get... Well, I guess I could give this to her, right? I could do this. Yeah, because, like, I really want to keep this available to me because that plus 15% damage until the end of combat is crazy. So, like, I just hit somebody with this once. It would apply the offhand hits during Blade Dance? No shit. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely going in there. That's definitely going in there. All right. Let's just check these. So 60, 10. So that's 12% damage avoidance between dodge and parry versus 10%. And that's just normal flak armor. Okay. 2020. But it's light versus medium. Plus 7% armor. I feel like this one's just better. I know he doesn't give a fuck about agility. I feel like this is fine. All right. You said that you wanted to talk to me. Permission to transfer granted. Haphazard and careless decisions on the part of the Rykad Minoris governor have led to unacceptable consequences. Communication with the Adeptus Mechanicus Sanctum has been lost. Troops must be sent to the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium without delay. Restoring communication with the Electro priests and ensuring the Sanctum's security are our top priorities. You're the head of a rogue trader dynasty. Your position enables you to exert influence and pressure on the subjects of the Imperium. Unit Quartz Crane requests assistance. The actions of Governor Faisal Rykadi Ab Medina Af Coronis must be influenced. Demand that troops be sent to the Holy Monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I observe that this world's authorities lack diligence in the performance of their duties. I also observe this. You need their denunciations of the burden. Unit Quartz Crane is grateful. The rogue trader is highly likely to successfully influence the future actions of the local authorities. What are you doing here? Retrieving archive data. Over 70 Terran years ago, the governor of Rykad, Minoris, and authorized representatives of the Explorer Cognizance Fleet made an agreement. Its goal was mutual benefit through cooperation. Unit Logis Quartz Crane is the fleet's appointed trade agent. The unit is responsible for maintenance of the arsenal and the combat machinery. Blessed are the armorers, for there can be no Imperium without them. True. Blessed are the valiant warriors, for there is no end to the darkness without them. The Omniscience servants exchange short Benaric mantras filled with intimidating solemnity. Oh no! They got a new link! One second. Wait, why does this not have timestamps? One second. Oh, shit, that was said a half hour ago. Kick was trying to sell me viewers. And by Kick, I mean a bot on Kick was trying to sell me viewers. We literally just got this information. I shall take my leave. Alright, is there anybody else that's named in here? Tech Priest, Bodyguard, Bodyguard, Tech Priest, Bodyguard, Tech Priest, Acolyte, Bodyguard, Acolyte, Tech Priest, Bodyguard, Acolyte, Acolyte, Bodyguard. Okay. Medina! Every time I say that, I think of Mass Effect. That man's name, governor of this star system, welcome to my temporary headquarters. I don't feel like saying his whole fucking name every time. Man's gaze falls on Abelard, his eyes slightly narrow. We're Syrian. Governor Medina, my greetings. Lady Navigator, what an honor. I never thought that House Orcelio would grace our world with a visit. I only wish I could have received you under different circumstances. House Orcelio is grateful for the support that you have provided to Urac 5 these many years. Except for now, it's fucking destroyed. Fine. Then the governor notices Cabela's clothes and his eyes go wide. He adds softly and cautiously, "This woman, she's your bodyguard, I presume? Or is she here to..." Ooh. He stops, choosing not to finish his question. "I'm not seeing the convoy I'd sent to meet you. What happened? Did they fail to find you and escort you? If that is so, I promise you their punishment will be swift and severe." This one. "That is an outrage. I will have the personnel vetting procedure changed immediately. The slightest suspicion will be grounds for arrest." "Your lordship, before we proceed with discussing the matters that are of interest to you, there is a question I feel compelled to ask. It was only recently that Lady Theodora was head of House von Valancius. I've received no word of her demise. How is it that you are now the rogue traitor?" "Rogue traitor von Valencia slain, unthinkable. Please accept my deepest and most sincere condolences, your lordship. I do not hesitate to let me know how I might be of help." Yo, there's that profit factor y'all were talking about. Of course, your lordship. You'll be compensated for any losses. And I'll see to it personally that your ship's holds are filled with the finest goods from my personal reserves. Damn right you will. Excellent, your lordship. A rogue trader has no use for leniency. I can offer you several thousand fine, obedient servants. However, I'm sad to inform you that I won't be able to do it until after we've dealt with the insurgency on the planet. I'm sure you won't have to wait long. The rabble will soon be duly punished for their heretical scheming. Oh, yeah, this guy. Yeah, this is important. Voight-Veer is a traitor? Why, any family, however noble, has an unworthy scion or two. Naturally, we will surrender him should we find him within my jurisdiction. Unfortunately, I have no information regarding his location. However, we have a cogitator here at the command center. It's connected to a data crypt from Logic's Sanctum. It aggregated all the Lex Mechanic reports. Unfortunately, the access prayer for it is unknown to me. Managed to convince the stubborn machine you might learn something about Coonrad's movements. It has to pledge from you on a ship, not on a pair of wings. Alright. Interrogator. I do. Master Van Kalox has left for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium. Oh, hey, look at that. That's the thing that we need to talk to about next. It's an ancient monastery of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I don't know what his objectives are. Needless to say, insurgent activity has been observed in the monastery's vicinity. But I suppose that's too petty of a problem for an agent of the Most Holy Inquisition. Besides, I have already sent a small detachment of reinforcements there. And somehow it works? Well, I mean, is that any different than the fucking percussive maintenance that we do? Like, how many times have something not been working, you just slap it a couple of times and then it fixes it? It's just the other end of the spectrum, right? The weapon the insurgents were using to shoot down shuttles over the city has been destroyed. No. I destroyed it. I destroyed it. How are you telling me the thing that I did, you fuck? Now nothing is preventing you from returning to your ship. If you wish to find Master Van Kalox, you should go to the... Password just happens to be lit. Yeah. The anti-aircraft. The anti-aircraft gun. We blew that up yesterday. I was just reading this fucking silently. On behalf of the priesthood of Mars, I, Magos and Newman, am officially initiating my participation in the operation. I must inspect the state of the relic and ensure myself that it is under zero risk of falling into heretic hands. According to the Catechism of Maintenance and Operation, my tech comrades are supposed to lock the monastery gates against lay people and activate the traps. I deem it optimal that an ordained magus should provide his assistance. I categorically object. The governor clenches his fist. As much as I respect the sanctity of your monastery, I have on my hands a whole capital that needs to be attended by the Omniscience servants. We have lost many eminent tech priests. Incidentally, one of them perished in the same monastery. Mechanical failures could occur at any moment. Putting it bluntly, you may consider yourself forcibly recruited into the city's defense forces. You mistake me for a fool. I know that he arrived separately from you, and I would bet my life that no. The governor's voice dies down in the low growl of a drilling mechadendrite. Its tip is directed straight at the bridge of his nose. Medina clears his throat and grumbles stubbornly. So this is the negotiation technique you have resorted to? Do you think this is the first time I've been threatened with a weapon? No, but this could be your last. Yes, that is the right answer. That is the right answer in that situation. Pascal's voice is akin to the sound produced by his drilling implement, steady and calm, but ready to explode at a moment's notice with the crunching of bone and the squelching of tearing flesh. I am heading to the monastery because I must. Is that clear? Abundantly so. I'll say nothing and do not interfere. Your lordship, I trust you will grant me a place aboard your shuttle. The Adeptus Mechanicus will be grateful for your cooperation. As compensation for your consideration of my request, I am Magos Hanuman, officially undertake to accompany you in the Rykad system in the role of bodyguard and to protect you at all costs until your life functions cease, but only within the limits of the Rykad system. Oh? According to reports we received, Logus Abel Henneman set off for the hallowed electrodynamic cenobium a short while before it was stormed. I'm glad to find out that you're safe. Perhaps you possess information on Master Van Calox? My name is Pascal Henneman, not Abel. I know nothing of such a person. What do you know about this Abel? I've never met him in person. That esteemed Logus supervised the work of Rykad Minoris' Lex Mechanics for many years. However, he rarely left his cyber chapel, and I never had the honor of making his acquaintance. A true anchorite. Why did he fly there? We don't ask why, your lordship. Okay. I would have suggested that you inspect the esteemed Logus' sanctum, but it was destroyed by the rebels. We recovered several data crypts and connected them to... Yeah, okay, so... that might signal intelligible only to its intended recipient. In that case, its bearing might be Archmagus Amarnat, initiating an investigation and data collection procedure. I see. Okay, I was a little worried that we weren't going to get back to this because we went so long without seeing this particular menu again. But I guess that was like the main mission, right? So that was the dialogue for the main mission that we needed. Yeah, this one. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're not doing enough. Of course he does. That tech priest is very insistent. I ordered a squad to be dispatched to the Holy Cenobium of the Adeptus Mechanicus. They haven't been heard from yet. I'm afraid this is all I can do under the present circumstances. I don't have a single soldier to spare here in the capital. Are you so sure? I'd like to hear your reasoning. The insurgents managed to steal a Voxcaster. It's not much, but it is something. I will order an audit of our equipment and see to it that our communication channels are more closely monitored going forward. However, it was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of... Oh my god. That statement alone should get this man executed. The insurgents are using the arch enemies. I've heard about these lenses. What makes you think that they're enchanted? Any fool can light a fire with... Why? So, it is the only accidental... It was only the accidental success of an otherwise disorganized mob of heretics who have no understanding of the art of war. If you are in charge, especially in this world, if you are in Warhammer 40k, what little I know about it is they don't fuck around. And if you are basically losing a battle or a war against an insurgency, and you still say this, when you're holed up and you have all of these people here to protect just you, while your capital is burning, you should be nowhere near a position of authority or command. Like, and like, there's only one way that they get rid of people in command and shit like this. It's you get a bullet to the fucking head. Like, this is how you get people killed. This is, you know, redcoats versus America. Oh, we're just going to continue to stand out in the open in bright red clothing and not adapt to our enemy's tactics at all, because we're the British and we're better than everybody else. Or Americans versus the natives. Many times, Americans back in those days would vastly underestimate the capacity for war. Sheer numbers are enough if the difference is high enough. But that's the thing. It's like, you don't just... This is underestimating the enemy. Underestimating the enemy is one of the biggest fatal errors that a commander can make. It would be better for him to consider every single one of these guys to be, you know, like Sun Tzu plus. Like, I absolutely despise it. And like this shit right here, it's like, I've literally seen this thing do something. Cannot willy-nilly kill his own people. He needs them to work, I would imagine. I mean, we've already seen them be more than willing to just kill people just for speaking out of turn. Like, human life does not seem to have all that much value in this world. What else was I supposed to have here? Maybe you missed some items? The arbitrator marches forward relentlessly and halts one step away from the governor, looking down at him. Governor Medina, in the name of the Lex Imperialis, I, Proctor Solomorn Anthar, arrest you on suspicion of involvement in the theft of the shipment of the Imperial tithe. Taking into account the state of emergency on this planet, I will permit you to retain your authority under my direct supervision. From this time forth, you will give the Adeptus Arbites your full cooperation, in particular by transferring command of the strike groups and other resources to me. Interesting. Arrest me, transfer my resources? Miss 5 things. I didn't miss... Well, no, because I had like 3 of them. That means I missed like 1 or 2. Arrest me, transfer my resources. Your demands undermine my efforts to suppress the rebellion. Excuse me, Proctor, but this accusation of stealing the sacred tithe is simply... Denying guilt only adds to the suspicions against you, Governor. Now let us go over everything one more time. The tithe was stolen from your world. You are culpable for this incident, whether you were personally involved or not. You'll provide the resources I've requested without objection, as this measure serves to reestablish control over the planet. Comply, or I will consider your refusal an obstruction of the investigation and take steps accordingly. I like this man. It seems I'm left with no other option than to obey your will. As his law-abiding servant, I honor the word of the Lex Imperialis. Unless his lordship has anything to say on the matter, that is. I would never think to impose the servant of the Lex. In that case, please accommodate yourself, Proctor, but before I give you the access codes, I must give a protected self-exonerating statement. There's no need. All information required of you will be obtained during questioning. without witnesses, be it your personal guard or the rogue trader. Just you, me, and Glato. What's your plan, Proctor? Stop the heretics from taking over the starport and other locations critical to the investigation. At the same time, we will crush the heretics' resistance. Most of them are hiding among the commoners, and a series of concentrated strikes against the residential districts and infirmaries will send them running. That is when we'll finish off the rebel carrion. As I said, human life does not hold much value in this world. I should say in this universe. Blood of the throne. I'll be governing over nothing but ruins and corpses by the time you're done. Are they gonna attack the hospitals? I was gonna make a That's where they're launching the missiles from. The governor cannot just kill them all, not even this guy. I mean, it is hard to quell a rebellion. So here's the thing. We've already seen that you can literally just convert people into mechanical slaves. Like the servitors, we've already seen that that's a thing. Like, aversion to collateral damage is the weakness that heretics exploit to the fullest. While you stand there pitying and hesitating, the enemy is busy fortifying their positions and replenishing their losses. Stalling dictated by mercy only magnifies the damage the world will suffer. Like, here's the thing. Yeah, it's difficult to quell a rebellion. But like at some point you have to start making some really hard decisions. Like you got to start making some really hard decisions. Like, okay, am I willing to sacrifice this entire planet? Or I know that these people are here, 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 and here, using civilians as human shields. Do I just strike these places? It's like, do I just commit to killing civilians to take out the enemies that I know are never going to make themselves vulnerable? They're always going to hide behind other civilians. Or do I just let them run amok and do whatever the hell they want? Like, this is literally what was going on with the whole Israel fucking Hamas thing. Hamas hides behind human shields, putting their shit in schools and hospitals. Israel finally gets tired of that shit and, you know, says, okay, well, it's you or us. You guys keep launching fucking missiles at us. Your missiles are in like your missile launchers are literally in a hospital. Sorry, but this shit has to happen. And like, I can't really blame them. It's a shitty situation, but their hands are tied. They either have to allow themselves to be killed or kill Kill some civilians to take out the threat. Why do you think the rebels are hiding among those civilians? From a few interpreted Vox exchanges and a couple of scumbags we've interrogated. But first and foremost, I know from experience. Such mutinous rabble always feeds off its families and associates, who also provide a source of recruits to support its ranks. And of course, there is the heretics' contemptible habit of using the local population as a shield. We need to flush them out of their nests and starve them of resources. Wish you luck. All right, so now we have 15. Why are these untradeable? Is not interested in this. Why are they not interested in this cargo? What do you mean? It's just like random shit that they're just like, nah, we don't want to. All right, what else do you got to say though? Do you know anything about the tech trees? Oh yeah, that's the thing. Unicorn's claim has no previous communication with the unit Abel Henneman. The memory sector contains other data related to this query. Various resources and data storage devices of interest have been extracted by the standing army of Rykad Minoris for preservation purposes. The command center currently hosts a cogitator that was used by unit Abel Henneman. Appeal to the cogitator spirits for further information. All right, I shall take my leave. Okay, so we got to go back over here then, because there's like 4 things that we need to check this. All right, this one. I cannot see the secret design, but I can sense it shackled in stasis. The minds of the initiated are slumbering in the neural harnesses of their vows. I am registering an impulse of change. I surmise the potential influence on the stasis of the secret design. There came a time when the spiral was turned into a circle, but the cycle can be discontinued. The revelation granted by the Omnissiah to Logus Abel in the course of his data meditation has been recorded verbatim. Logus Abel is seeking an audience with the venerable Dire Impulse 6, who may assist in interpreting the revelation. A request has been sent to the governor's palace for a shuttle flight to the electrodynamic Cenobium. A message has also been sent to the Furibundus system. The cycle beacon discontinued. I recognize the words. The voice from the Vox is soft and pensive, barely audible over the static noise. I believe I know the intended recipient of the message in the Furibundus system. It was me, Omnissiah. Grant me the wisdom to fathom this mystery. I did not mean to go back here. All right. I like how I could get like, hey, you didn't actually take that shit, right? Let's go. We finally get rid of the fucking crippling. Wait, now there's an unidentified void ship over there? What's this bunker? Yeah, I think I like. Yeah, this is a good party for now. I think I might swap. If we have a melee psyker, I might swap to that one. Oh, it's this bunker. No. I don't want to go to this bunker. No. This is not what I wanted. Okay. Let's try this again. I wonder how many... 15 to level up the dogmatic. Okay. I was curious about that. A little bit right of center right now. Oh, Abelard is actually more right. Yeah, Argenta. Really? I'm actually quite surprised that he's so close to the center line here. I figured Pascal would be like over here. That is interesting. Wait, I have an 80% parry chance? That is wild. Aren't you the only ones making decisions? I assume that this is like the... I would assume that stuff like this is like the... Well, this I feel like is more like their alignment. So I'm sure that if I do certain things for his quests specifically, it might change this. But for these, I'm actually not sure. It's like, she's already locked into dogmatic. She is not. He is not. She is. Oh, it's just equipment, it looks like. So they're not getting like all the different bonuses. Look over the landing area alert ship. Glory to the Von Valancius dynasty. Damn right. Lay people unworthy of entering the hallowed cenobium humbly said their prayers next to this computational altar. Awareness 100%. Judging by the dead people's equipment, they were the same wardens the governor sent to the monastery's aid. Oh, good.
Let us walk this path to the end.
What is this? Oh. Interesting. He just knocked it over. That's funny. Pieces are molten at the edges. The statue was likely blasted by barrage from a multi-laser turret. The type... found on landing force shuttles. Like 3 streams now. Kinda, yeah. It's like the first major story mission. Like, I kind of equate this to like Canobras, right? Like, if you don't know Canobras, it could definitely take you quite a while to get through it. What the fuck? She just appeared over there. Ah. Open the gate. We did. You did not purchase the item. It will simply be yours for the taking. So, like, you don't actually have... There's no such thing as, like, gold that you have to worry about in this, right? It's literally just profit factor and reputation. That's all that matters. And you get reputation by selling shit to people. Killed swiftly and ruthlessly, never had the time to reach for their weapons. Good for them.
Glory be to the current of the motive force. May its dulcet light shine in our nospheric coronas. May its vitality nourish our augments. May its purity wash over our imperatives and engrams.
Personally, quick electric shock was not what killed this cultist. His face is quarteted in pain.
Monastery supplies power to several major hive cities on Rykad. Hidden somewhere in the depths of this building is a reactor of monstrous, unfathomable power.
Nice. Hello? Alright, so we got a door there. We got a hallway there. The maladies of machine spirits and the ways of diagnostic divination. A hidden door. A second hidden door. Yeah. Tech priest rests on the table enveloped in wires. Okay. One of these gonna wake up all grumpy. Tech priest's body rests on a metal table surrounded by sparking spirals of copper coil. A patina of sacred unguents covers his withered flesh. His augmetrics have been polished with great care. Intricate electus, but electric tattoos, cover the dead man's crossed arms and bare torso, and strands of wires envelop his head. Pascal respectfully bows his head before the dead man and carefully touches the shriveled body with the tip of his mechadendrite. Honored adherent, I thank you for showing us the truth of Fabricator General Maxim. Death does not end the service of a spirit driven. Stem of the body. Body seems motionless, but you notice a slight tremor in the fingertips. The ancient servant of the Omnisaya must be data dreaming. His mind, enveloped in digital reverie, can persist for hundreds or thousands of years while his frail body is decaying. The sacred day of trance is a great reward only earned by the wisest and most pious servants of the machine god. Okay. Such purity of color. I have never seen anything like it. Deep tranquility shrouded in a cool white cloud. Such unity of thought and spirit. The dead are incapable of exuding such hues. This dark hour, I am ready to bring you good tidings, tech brethren. Now respond with the words of the second galvanic hymn. Second galvanic hymn is a revered and miraculous prayer to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Naturally, you know it very well. Let it be so indeed. Indeed, yep. Who or what are you? Praetor Electroid Dar Impulse 2, by the will of the Omnisaya, the prior of this monastery and the guardian of the miraculous fusion reactor, now and ever world without end. Here in this cell of mine, I have conquered death, and my mind has soared toward the Omnissiah in a blessed data dream. My body is decaying, but my spirit will remain by my master's side, for I am the sacred sentinel of the code, the guardian of the sacred relic, and the eye that watches over the rite of operation. Monastery is under attack by heretics. In my data dream, I saw their unholy requests and rejected them angrily, for it is said in the 4th article of security, no unbeliever's hand shall intrude upon the operation cycle. They have seditious designs on the relic. What should I give you, who does not belong to our faith and fellowship? My blessing to stand up to the blasphemers? I may not be a member of your priesthood, but you and I are of the same faith. This statement is true. The 1st article of security says, fear above all evils, the defilement of knowledge. And its command outweighs the prohibition contained in the 6th article of security, let knowledge be locked away from the ignorant. Well, then how can an ignorant become somebody who's not ignorant? So be it. In the name of shaming the unbelievers, I grant you the blessing of special access and protection from the rage of the motive force. Hooray! We have this. Plus 50% armor against shock damage. Hell yeah. I'll take it. Bosses were killed with a hit to the back from some kind of electric weapon. Yeah. So these are tech priests that just don't get it. What is this? Oh, okay. Terry. Oh, I guess I just don't get a choice as to where my people go, huh? No. I guess it makes sense since I was ambushed, right? Good job. Nice. I was like, how did I fucking not kill either of them? Can I hit both of these guys? No. Can kill that one. I could shoot this one with a dart. God damn it! Man, y'all are, like, really fucking it up. Wait, who is? Oh, this is Pascal. Never mind. Never. No. Wait, what does this do? Do you have... Damn. I was about to say, because, like, I have the,
Your corrupt way has failed you.
Hooray! I actually meant to do something different there. But it didn't matter because I one-shot anyway. I actually meant to do the check, or the fuck is the ability? This one. Analyze. Those were killed. Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, I have a sinking suspicion that I'm not supposed to go this way yet. There is also a door. Oh, yeah? Are you serious? Alright, how does this him go again? Ah. Okay, well, I don't know that one, so we will come back to that. Guess? That's like a 6-part fucking prayer. I ain't guessing that. Don't fall asleep. I'm about to. Dude, it was wild today. I got woken up again. Yesterday it was fucking spam calls. Today it was just the outside world losing its fucking mind. Cop cars went by fucking screaming with their sirens on like 4 times today. Dogs just losing their mind down the street. Just people fucking running around. Like, it sounded like the end of the world on multiple occasions. And I was just like, I just want to fucking sleep, guys. Come on. Like, could we all stop being assholes so that I could sleep? Hello, cutscene.
I'm not satisfied with that answer. I will repeat my question again. The last electro-priest you killed, where did you find him?
Burn in the fire of dawn, servant of the corpse emperor.
And another one meets the limit of his utility. The last of them.
Hi. The tall, dark-haired man sizes you up with a quick glance. A supernatural chill is making the air around him crackle softly. The expensive fabric of his jacket is stitched with gold thread and marked with several reddish-brown stains. A force sword and a vox hang from his belt, and the emblem of the Holy Inquisition glitters on his chest.
since you know who I am, and are in no hurry to kill me, I infer that you serve the Emperor, not his enemies. Allow me to introduce myself. Interrogator Heinrichs van Kellox of the Imperial Inquisition's esteemed Ordo Xenos. With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking? Von Valancius. To the best of my knowledge, that dynasty is headed by the esteemed Theodora von Valancius. Has there been a change of circumstances? The news is lamentable. My condolences. And I presume the heir to the sacred warrant of trade and the lofty title of rogue trader is none other than yourself. Well then, what precisely has brought you to the sanctum of the Omnissiah?
You!
Then the timing of our meeting is fortuitous. I am requisitioning you and your retinue for my task. Starting with her. You have provided exactly the kind of specialist that this situation requires.
I am the Domin's shadow. If he says the word, I will protect you. If he says the word, I will take you to the Undying One.
Requisitioning? Young man, your choice of words is unseemly to the point of insult. You're addressing a rogue trader.
I don't imagine you'll be any happier if I say taking into inquisitorial custody.
To aid his faithful servant in the fight against corruption is the solemn duty of all whose actions affect millions of the Imperium's subjects. Let your example guide those who will carry the Emperor's light across 1,000 stars.
You are familiar with the works of Inquisitor Alistar the Redeemer. Not every acolyte can say the same, let alone people less initiated. Please forgive my lapse in manners, Lady Navigator Orselio. It is a great honor. I came to Rykad Minoris on a mission, which a rebellion prevented me from fulfilling. The governor is convinced that malcontents from among the rabble were the instigators, but I immediately suspected a more sinister presence at the root of the mutiny. My visit to the monastery and a few unhurried conversations with some of the rebels confirmed my suspicions. Someone by the name of Aurora is leading the rebellion.
Yep.
Data indicates that the head of the cultists is here right now, in the sanctum of the ancient reactor. Given the prophecy of the final dawn, and the especial efforts made by the enemies of humanity to seize the monastery, their goal is to gain access to the holy power source's control circuit and trigger a process that, once started, cannot be stopped. In other words, to detonate the reactor, thus being themselves the cause of their much-touted final dawn.
Blasphemous insanity.
Then he shits himself.
Thank you. Regrettably, the governor's people showed themselves to be unprepared for the perils of this place. And extracting blade shards from a person's stomach is beyond my powers. I hope that a rogue trader's retinue will prove more capable than a group of soldiers fresh off the base. I am positive that not all of the electro-priests within these walls have perished. The heretics spoke of shadows emerging from side alleys to make short work of the cultists invading their abode. I surmise that the entrance to their hiding place is somewhere in the hall near a machine known as the Circular Cogitator. I imagine it's one of the local sacred relics which the electro-priests treat with special piety.
I feel like Cassia is the one that underperforms the most here. Although she does give extra turns to people. If it's not Cassia, I think it's probably Argenta. I feel like this is probably the best setup. All right, let's fuck around with this guy. Okay, so first off, let's see so toughness, agility, willpower, Lord Xenos is high. What the fuck? The Inquisitor is not Puritan. He's not even that far up the dogmatic scale. What the fuck? Well, first off, what the what is happening right now? He's very open-minded. Oh, I'm sure. Most Inquisitors, yeah. Most Inquisitors are known for their fucking open-mindedness. He looks very square in his portrait. You're not wrong. We'll put that on him because I feel like he probably has something to do with that. Okay, so what is his... Well, willpower and agility? Okay. Kind of like a Gears of War character. Yeah. He's not quite that blocky. That just seems so good. Thick skin just always seems so fucking good. I feel like I want weapon skill first and foremost. Ooh, we have a staff that is a divination staff. Should I make him a divination person? I feel like that's probably fine, right? He's the warrior that you can use magic? Yeah. He's a psyker warrior. Wait, he had coercion. Right? Yeah, and even at level fucking 5, he's already almost as high as like Pascal and Cabela. We want weapon skill again. Wait, the Psyker's armor increases by 5%. This bonus increases by 5% at the start of every round of combat except the first. How good is this actually? How good is this actually? Yeah. So it's round 2 and onwards. It's fairly slow, especially since most of the time I'm not getting more than 2, maybe 3 rounds, unless things are like insanely spread out. Like this would have been incredibly good against that asshole in the sewers because he kept teleporting around and it took forever to kill him. But then again, I was already not taking any damage. Enemies adjacent to the Psyker suffer 10% more damage. So you just do 10% more damage to anybody that you're in melee range with. That's crazy good as well. The first time the momentum reaches 200 during the Psyker's turn, the Psyker gains +5 to all characteristics, +1 to... that is very specific. The requirement for this is incredibly specific. It says that you have to hit momentum on the Psyker's turn. So it's not so like if I hit 200 momentum on Cassia's turn and then his turn comes up next, it won't trigger. It has to be on him. Critical hit scored by anyone. This could be good. It's just a base +5% based on resolve. Interesting. So very suddenly Fellowship would be worth a lot. These are all pretty good. I think just a basic +5% crit chance is like really good. Plus that also that synergizes very well with Hymns of the Hatred, which I could probably pick up here very, very soon. I think this is fine. I think it's fine to do Lord Xenos. Although I do have Pascal that's already got 65. Well, this is already 60. So his will be higher. I'm tired. When this character hits the target with just a plus 10% to dodge. Hmm. $15 bonus to parry is like crazy good. Gain no melee. What is a melee spirit? Is it just flanking? Yeah. Okay. Ah! Ah! I'm awake. As of the effect, someone's psychic power employed by this psyker gain an additional 5% armor pen. Every ninth. No. Deal to a target adjacent to the psyker, they gain +2 stacks instead. When the psyker suffers lethal damage, the stacks of Sanguine Siphon are removed to reduce this damage by -1 for each stack. So either all stacks are removed or the damage is no longer lethal. Interesting. I kind of really like that. I kind of really like poison. No, we're just gonna do that. We're just gonna go with the site with the thing. All right, daring breach. That's right. I think this is just really good, right? I think that's just really good. Oh fuck, that's super good actually. Why is there no why are none of these recommended? Yeah, I'm gonna do strength there because it's yeah. Hello, Taco. I'm trying very hard not to fall asleep. I did it again. Okay. We got him. 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 All right. Fire's body's still warm. He only bled to death a few minutes ago. Loot. Hard, uncomfortable, no meditation bed is equipped with neural ports to connect the sleeper to stuff. Logic.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Oh. Oh.
Out of my way!
Can I turn this off? No. Jesus fucking Christ. Run through, you have energy resistance. I have energy resistance on Pascal, and it still took half of his fucking health. Good job, Dub Dub. Ah. I do this.
My faith, strength,
I didn't actually go. Fuck.
break their morale.
Alright, Abelard is going through. No fucking way. Alright, what do we got? We got Iron Arm. Endure.
I won't object to it.
Okay, and then
More trouble than it's worth. I won't do that. Not sanctioned to do this. More trouble than it's worth. Alas, no.
Death to non-believers.
why is this unavailable? Why is this unavailable? Excuse me? We have this one, this one, this one, and then this motherfucker way the hell back here.
read tomes of military tactics.
Can you charge through fire? Can I, like, just charge him way the hell up here? You can walk through it. Okay. Well, it was. Oh, so you could charge. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if the game would just like even allow that. What does this do again? Marks enemies within the area of effect and immediately ends the turn. Until the start of the next turn, the wielder gets supposed to. Oh, okay, that's what that does.
Reduce to dust.
Oh, nice. Abelard is burning alive. He's fine. Abelard is perfectly fine. Shit, I didn't actually... Shit. I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. Can't jump out. She might actually just be locked here for a bit. God damn it.
Will not. Rejoice in service.
I was about to say, if I fucking miss that guy again, I'm gonna be pissed.
Vengeance will be swift.
I don't really want to do anything with her. Okay, so we're out of electricity. Right. He just did the fucking, no fucking way. Abelard's just in the middle. Okay, okay, run away. What if I come back over here? Can I shoot him? What do you mean I can't shoot him from here? Bullshit. Wait, is that... Oh, fuck! There's a wall here! I thought this was just like an open fucking area because the way the camera was looking. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, this is way... Okay, alright. Okay, fuck you.
I won't go down easy.
Oh, yeah? Oh, I should have done this, huh?
But of course.
Crippled leg, fuck. Okay. I will not survive another level up section.
Oh, my ears are ringing.
Ah, duh.
I will not die in dishonor.
Because I'm gonna fucking fall asleep. That's what's gonna happen. Probably. You auto heal out of combat? Kind of. These dead heretics are suspiciously different from the others. The symbols on their clothes are drawn wrongly, and standard issue military uniforms show through the blasphemous tatters. I don't like that. Alright, let me... You. Wait, what? Oh! I can't get rid of that. Oh my god. So many fucking med kits doing this because of these fucking...
Use it wisely.
You have my thanks. I needed that.
Your time has not yet come.
Your aid will not be forgotten. With you at my side, victory is within our grasp.
Okay. I'm going to call it here for today because I'm very tired and I need to take a nap before going to work. That fight was rough. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, tease you guys. We're not quite getting out of here. We will finish this up next Friday. Plans for next week. Tuesday. Finishing up the Tentacool run. We got to the Elite Four last week, if I remember correctly. So it should be a relatively short run to finish off. And then I will do something. I don't know what. So Tuesday, we're going to kind of play that by ear. Wednesday, we're going to do more Devil May Cry. Thursday, no stream. Friday, Saturday, more Rogue Trader. Yeah. That is kind of the play, kind of the plan, kind of what we're doing. Yeah, if you haven't done so already, I'd very much appreciate if you could hit that like button, if you could hit that subscribe button, if you were over on the YouTube side. If you were on the Kick side, I would appreciate if you would hit that follow button. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Thank you everybody for hanging out and watching. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, I hope you all enjoyed the stream. I hope you all have a good evening, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye. And thanks for watching. If you would like to help support the channel, you can do so by following, subscribing, joining the Discord, or maybe even checking out the Patreon or Throne links down below.